Soul family, welcome to the Spiritual Counseling TV network. My name is Christie Ramirez and I'm your soul coach, and welcome to today's weekly spiritual guidance for this week of October 10th through to the 16th of 2022. Now this is a powerful week. This is a week of new beginnings. A new chapter has opened up for us. There are doors opening up for us, but this is about also very important. God is really exemplifying, not about trying to force walls to open or break down where there is no door, right? God has already opened up the appropriate doors for these moments, for where we're at on our journey, for the current life phase that we find ourselves in. And as I was just saying, and actually also as I was seeing some clients, I come to realize, soul coaching and what I do here to help us all evolve on our soul journey is exactly that, is to help us grow and learn. And this is what life is about. It's about continuous growth and learning. We never stop learning. Even if we're living the life of our dreams, even if we're already with the partner of our dreams, even if we have the career of our dreams, there is still always learning in every phase of our life. And that is, I think, the main theme of this week, or should I say, I feel is the main theme of this week, because we are learning that the current phase that we are in right now is valuable. Every phase that we have in our life, that we find ourselves in, is valuable because they are experiences. And there's a powerful quote, right, that says, anything that makes you smile or made you smile in life is not to be regretted. In fact, it's about being grateful for that experience, for that moment of joy, even if it didn't last forever, as long as you felt it. Because there's another powerful quote that the greatest gift of life is to love and be loved back. Now, truly loved and loved back, right? That is the greatest blessing and the greatest lesson that we're ever going to learn in this life. And I feel like we're learning this powerful lesson this week. I feel like it strongly is exemplifying love into what really true love is. Realizing and affirming as well, if you're not believing in this concept of true love does exist. And if you want to experience this, you must affirm it and you must believe it in order to attract it. And yes, there are different kinds of love, right? That's a whole topic in and of itself. I did do a love show series in 2021. Every month I did a different topic on what true spiritual love is about. You might want to check out a few episodes, skim through those episodes and series, because there's a lot to learn from that, of what I did last year. And true love is a very powerful healing experience that is also very useful for the spiritual mission. And I've been getting a lot of downloads this weekend about what my upcoming presentations for the Lightworker University are going to be about. Not just the Resurrection series, which part 3 is actually taking place this weekend, and that's the finale of that series, but it's going to give us a lot of different clues as to what's next for the next 6 months, because we're starting this new cycle this week that's going to last for about 6 months. And then the other presentations that I'm also preparing are the 2023 presentation, which the theme is already up. I had already channeled that theme at the beginning of 2020, so it's already set in stone. We just need to expand on that theme. And that's what's going to happen next, after what's going to happen in this resurrection energy of these next 6 months. And another presentation that's also coming up is my yearly 3-day free speech, provided by also the Lightworker University, but it is free on my YouTube channel so that everybody can watch it worldwide, virtually. And I just came up with a theme last night as well, so I'm excited because I really wanted to know what this next year is going to bring, because whatever next year is going to bring is actually what we need to start focusing on starting today, with this new chapter starting, this new chapter that we are beginning to write and experience for the very first time in its fullest sense, right? So if you've either brainstormed a project maybe last year or some time ago, or you had an experience that didn't really go to its fullest fruition and it ended, then this is the time when we're really closing those ties. Basically, completing unfinished business, you can say, right? And that's what's going to help us to complete the healing as well in whatever wounds have been unhealed in our hearts, in our life, on our soul journey. And I feel like a lot of new soul people are going to come into our life to fulfill this role, that whether or not it lasts forever, it's a lesson that we all need to learn. Again, everybody's going through their own personal thing, but the concept is the same. And this is where detachment comes in, where we're really needing to learn the power of letting go and not getting attached, because that's not freedom. That's not real love, right? When we attach or we want to control or possess something, we know that that's not true love. And I actually have been repeating that concept over and over in my love show series. So definitely that's something that's coming up now for the test this week and into the next 6 months. But whatever is meant to be is going to come back together. You know, that's definitely, you know, the butterfly quote. If you let a butterfly go and it comes back to you, you know it's always meant to be yours. And that's what we're learning. We're learning the power of surrender, of letting go, of detachment, and then of receiving of what God wants us to have in this moment. The experience is that it's going to fill us with more joy and is appropriate for our current status on our healing journey, you can say. Because again, remember that if you're still learning hard lessons, a pure divine being can't teach you that lesson if they're going to be in your healed state. You understand, right? So if you're working towards living a life of complete healing and being with your dream partner, that the only way that you can manifest a highest vibrational kind of love is that you're both in your fullest healed state, then a person that is in that healed state or this high vibrational relationship can't necessarily teach you hard, dark lessons, because it's not a match, right? And it's not of that energy. So other soul people need to come in to teach you that lesson, even if momentarily, right? And this also goes for anything in life. It could be a job as well. Maybe in your dream career, you know, if you're trying to work yourself up to a dream status in your career, you need to go through other jobs first to kind of train yourself for then to be well respected when you show up to the real dream job, right? And that's again how it goes to everything. So if you understand this and you're able to really accept this with no trigger, with no projections as well, with no reactions, then this week is going to go very graceful if we have compassion with where we're at and with our healing journey. It's so important. I've been doing a lot of work in my meditation series for compassion and having more grace for where we're at on our journey. And I actually will be uploading that new meditation. That new meditation basically is a guided meditation that I did for compassion, and I feel like it's very appropriate for where we're at this week. And what else is coming up this week as well that I actually wanted to bring before I got into this whole conversation when it comes to this new chapter and these presentations that I'm preparing. The other presentation that I actually also channeled yesterday night, which was just took me by surprise, really blew my mind, was what's coming up for the next 5 to 10 years. So basically the next decade. And that's what my fashion show, red carpet event for this special 2022 at the end of this year, early December, is going to be about. It's going to be about what the next decade brings, which is this whole new world. And this whole new world is starting little by little this week, right? And these next 6 months. But with the energy of detachment, because we're still learning. And whatever we are experiencing right now, wherever we're at right now, might not look like this. Of course, not 5 to 10 years from now, but especially even within the next 6 months. We're going through drastic changes. And what seems like is stable right now is going to take us by surprise when it's shattered. And we get presented with something better. So it's nothing to be sorrowful about or even grieve about. In fact, it's something to be celebrated. So that's the energy that we are all being guided to stay in, is a celebratory energy and an energy of joy. and gratitude. Because when we have gratitude for every experience, no matter what emotions they bring up, then we're able to pass that phase that much quicker and get to the real thing, get to the dream wishes that we are all desiring deep in our hearts. So this is the week to really get real with yourself about what you want in a partner, in a relationship. Remember, that's very different, right? What you want in a partner and then what you want in the dynamic of your relationship. What kind of intimate life you want, what kind of dream career you want, what you want to be doing for a living, how you want to be seen in your mission work as a light worker in the world. What do you want people to say about you? All of these things are being brought up to the surface in our minds to think. And it's not necessarily even about, talking about it with someone else, but this is about going within, connecting to your sacred self this week, journal if needed, and just talk to yourself. That's what's needed, because you are your own best friend and you're the only one that can give your own best advice, not even your best friend, not even a friend around you. And this is what we learn with the power of spiritual true love, right? Is that they are a person that they're going to give it to us for real, the truth, with no hard feelings, but with a complete transparency, because they care about us truly, because again, they're the mirror to our soul. And that's what we're realizing, that if there's anyone around us that are giving us biased opinions or advice or counsel, then that's false counsel, right? And that's not something that's going to guide you higher on your soul journey. And this is the moment when we are needing to transmute all negativity and even negative energies into positivity, optimism for the future, and into something great, a powerful lesson learned, so that we don't go back to the past or even to past mistakes and past patterns that are destructive and self-sabotage what we really want, our dream life. And that's what we're learning this week. Is very powerful, very transformative, very metamorphosis. And that is again what this year did bring. And I feel like that is the completion point of this metamorphosis. We have completed already the metamorphosis, which I did channel for the first 6 months of this year. And I feel like it's been a little delayed and extended to where we're at now in October. And now that we're starting fresh fall season, we're starting beginning of fall, this is a new energy, this is a new chapter to our book, to our journey, to our life story. And we're embracing this. And we are to embrace it and let it empower us to become a new self, and maybe even a new partner, right? Become your best version so that you can be your best version to your true partner. So I hope that this weekly spiritual guidance really guided us all. We are all learning together. And I think that the more that we also come together and share our experiences and our lessons, the more that we're not going to feel alone. Because I do feel like a lot of us light workers do feel alone, in that we don't have anyone to share this with. But a reminder that we are never alone, right? Our angels surround us, God is here all around us. I am here showing up for us to guide us on our soul journey. If you do feel alone, of course, also book your personal soul coaching session. Get some spiritual guidance from me, some guided counseling. All is guided by angels, by higher wisdom, by God himself, by love and light. And I only wish to guide you on your highest true soul path. Go to ChristieRamirez.com to learn more about my services and what's coming up this year. And of course, also join the Spiritual Counseling TV network to get access to this exclusive content on a daily basis. ChristieRamirez.com/TV. I'll see you all for the dailies. We're about to get started. Namaste.